Hello friends, welcome you all on my channel IELTS at Home. Today I thought to prepare one video without slideshow. So welcome you all on my channel IELTS at Home. I am Navpreet Kaur, your host, guide and mentor. And my today's video is based on reading module, tips and tricks for reading. So before we start our video, I would like to tell you that I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find the link of that account in description box below. And if you are interested to watch my previous video, then you can find the link by clicking the I button on your screen. So let's start with the reading module tips. Firstly, this module is developed to check the understanding of the person in English language. So if you want to improve your reading, you must have your interest in reading. Like you must have a habit of reading any book, novel. So firstly, generate your interest. How can you generate your reading interest? Choose one book in which you are interested. Either that is a novel or a storybook, a fiction, romantic, whatever you want. I mean, in which you are interested. If you are choosing that book in which you are not interested, then you can't develop your reading interest. Or firstly, the concentration is also very important, and that can only be achieved with the help of your interest in reading. So firstly, I recommend you to choose any one book. It doesn't mean that if you read lots of books, you can improve your reading skills suddenly. Even a one book can make a difference. So try to read 5 to 10 pages of any one book. When we start reading any book, the techniques we use in reading that book or novel, we apply all those techniques in our reading IELTS. How? If you read carefully, you absorb the information, and that's the technique which is required in reading also. So firstly, generate your interest in reading by reading any book or novel daily. Tip number 2 is vocab. There are lots of students who ask that in reading there are lots of difficult vocab, we can't understand that vocab. Well, this is not a problem. Even not a perfect person or even a 9-band holder can't say that he know all the vocab. So it's not a problem. If you read any book, there are lots of difficult words in that book also. But because you have interest in that book, you want to read that story more and more. So that's why you try to skip the difficult word and try to understand the sentence. So this is the same technique you need to apply in your reading module in IELTS. Well, the third tip is skim and scan. Scan means understanding and skim means getting hints of words or keywords. So in scan, you read collection of words slowly and try to infuse in your mind the meaning of those words. But in skim, you rapidly go through the lines, and some words you may understand or some are not. So you just take the hints of keywords, because as you have already read the question, so the question keywords in your mind, and with the skimming technique you need to find those keywords. So here you need to go through the fastly go through the paragraphs. Tip number 4 is read instructions carefully. Well, many of you ask that, is this a tip? Yes, this is a tip. How? Because if you read instruction carefully, it will help you to get vital information, like how to write your answer. For example, there is an instruction that you may use one heading more than once. It means there may be a chance that you use any heading twice. So these are the instructions which help you. And also like instruction 1 word for 2 word or 3 word. If there is instruction of 2 word and you are writing 3 words, then it's wrong. So follow instruction always. Tip number 4 is examples. Well, this is not a wastage of time. Many students think that they skip the examples. No, because examples tell the readers the exact location from where to start. Maybe in the example they solve any question or they give the hint of any answer. So you can, if you find that answer in the text, then you can understand that it means answer of next question is mentioned thereafter. Tip number 5 is capital letter. As I always mention, try to write your answers, whether you are writing your answer in listening or reading. Try to write them in capital letter. because if you write them in small letter, there are some words which we can't write, or we can't write the first letter of that word in small letter. So that is the main mistake the students do in their exam. So try to write your all answer in capital letter. There may be less chances, or even there will be no chance of grammatical. My next tip is clear handwriting. It's really very important to write clearly on your answer sheet. If your examiner will not able to understand your answer, how can you get your marks for that answer? So try to write clearly. My next tip is about passage selection. This is the main doubt of many students. They think that we need to solve third passage first, second, or first. Well, this is not the case. It's true that there is one passage will be easy, second one will be moderate, and another one will be tough. There are 9 or 10 questions which are always tricky. So that passage will be tough, and we don't know which passage has the toughest questions. So if you still want the tip on that, I would recommend try to solve the passage with headings first, because you can go through the passage thoroughly and it will be easy for you to find other question types, because we can solve that passage easily. And try to solve your first passage in 15 minutes, or the passage you think is easy in 15 minutes, and use that extra 5 minutes on other passages. So there is another tip. Many students have a question about what to read first, passage or question. Well, this is different for different question types. If you want to solve the true false, fill-ups, then or MCQ, you need to read first question. You need to find out the requirement of the question and then go to the passage. But if you want to solve the headings, then you need to firstly read the passage and then go to the heading. But if you read the headings first, you will be confused in all the headings. All the headings will go through in your mind, and it's really very difficult for you to find the answer of that particular heading. One more thing, how to locate answers. Your answer will always in downward direction. If you find the first question here, then your second answer will be here, and third. It means there is a series. They are just like a process. You can find them after the previous question. All these techniques can work together only if you have concentration or you have interest. These two things you need to keep in your mind. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to score high in reading. So I hope now it's clear. These are all the tips and techniques. If you have any other query, you can write that in the comment section below, and please like that video. Also share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.